Today on Suncoast View, picking up from Michael's mess. Today we will see the pictures of the punishment Hurricane Michael inflicted on the Panhandle and discuss whether any of us are ever ready for a storm of this magnitude.
Well, I definitely do not have a green thumb, so today we'll talk to a master gardener to get some help picking Florida-friendly plants for our yard, plus a sale that you won't want to miss.
And take a step back in time to a simpler time of bubbly pop music. We preview Venice Theater's Suds the Musical. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show. Good to see everybody on a bit of a drizzly day once again. We've been having set changes all week. It's very exciting. You never know what's going to be here when we come in. And today might be my favorite. Look at all the gorgeous live plants.
This would liven up our homes.
Absolutely. I would like my front beds to look just like this.
Yeah, that's beautiful. It kind of reminds me of when my mom moved a lot when we were kids, and so I would come home from living in New York, and she will have redone the entire house, or in some cases moved entirely. So I would come home and be like, I wonder what our house is going to look like, or where it'll be. So
I had my house, all the plants planted around my house recently, and I came home, and there was a big pot right in the middle of my walkway, but I thought, well, they know what they're doing, so I'm not going to move it. So I just walk around that pot every day because I'm afraid to move it.
And it's still there?
It's still there. It's been a couple of weeks now.
I think it was a mistake.
I'm thinking that could be the case.
But a burglar would fall right on his face. He'd trip over it if he tried to come.
Good point.
If it was a cartoon in the 20s, you're booby trapping like Wile E. Coyote.
Yes. Well, we're going to talk more about these plants and get you some information about where you can get some gorgeous plants as well, and get some help on what to put where and what works well. Florida's tricky. That's all I'm going to say, because I do think I have a pretty good green thumb, and Florida has given me a run for my money. So we're going to get some more information about that today. We're also going to see who's in the Rice's Appliance Kitchen, and a bit of a different twist. Firefighter Paul with Morton's Chili Cook-Off. You're not there because we need a firefighter in the kitchen. You're there because we want some great chili. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. Tell us quickly about the types of chilies that you can find at the cook-off.
Well, we'll have 16 teams this year, so you could have anywhere from light bean chicken chili to a super hot Texas chili.
Okay, we're actually having a little trouble with your mic, so I'm going to take over from there. 16 different types of chilies and teams there. This is Sunday, October 14th, so it is coming up this weekend. And guess what? The weather is supposed to be gorgeous. We're going to get a little bit of a break in the humidity, so a great reason to go out and enjoy your neighbors, the community, celebrate a good cause, and also taste some absolutely amazing chili. So we're going to be checking back in with Firefighter Paul as we go throughout the show, and maybe he'll give us some hints on a good chili recipe.
I will be honest that there are many days that I'm hoping that there would be a firefighter in our kitchen, just because I'm never quite certain what's going to happen. So today is like I can relax. And
I think you're bothering him.
We're safe. We're safe.
Exactly. Although I don't think he wants to work on anything but chili.
No,
so
that's true.
yes,
That's true.
We will be very safe today. So we get to congratulate Joey today on receiving an award. Tell us, and it's a very appropriate award if you know Joey at all. Social media extraordinaire. Yes. You're very, very good at being connected, being relevant, and you're being recognized for it.
This was really nice, and this was a nice surprise. This was from SarasotaOut.com, which is a local website that shows all the events and kind of lifestyle of the GLBT community in the Sarasota and the Suncoast. And it was a People's Choice Award, which my mom told me when I was a kid, like, when your peers recognize you, that's the greatest thing in the world, and I'm so happy. It makes me feel like all the Snapchatting and Instagramming and everything is now worth it. But it was really sweet. I was afraid of being irrelevant with the younger kids.
Oh, you can never be irrelevant. You tell me what's cool. I follow you very carefully, so I know what's cool out there.
Well, I hope I continue to do that.
Well,
but it was really
cool
nice. I was surprised.
That is nice. And you know what? Social media is just beyond important in terms of what we do and being connected, and for businesses and for events. And, you know, it's changed a lot since we started doing what we do. So I think you've done a good job adapting.
It's like word of mouth on steroids, really. That's what everybody calls it. And it was nice too, because some of the other People's Choice Awards were people that our show knows very well, like Beneva Fruitville got a really nice recognition for Drag Queen Bingo, and Shannon Fortner of the Harvey Milk Festival, she was named as a local icon. So it was Tsunami is a gay-friendly restaurant on the Suncoast. So it was really nice. It was a nice honor.
And these people have all made a great deal of difference, Joey. So you should really feel honored.
Oh, thanks.
You're
I
in
will.
good
You're in a
company.
good group.
In good company, that's for sure. Well,
Thanks.
congratulations.
Thank you.
It is time for our first hot topic, and Hurricane Michael's devastation has people asking if any of us are nearly prepared enough for a big storm. The nearly Category 5 hurricane became the third strongest hurricane to make landfall in U.S. history, just barely passing the Suncoast and then making its way through Panama City and east of the Panhandle. But now Panhandle residents are looking to see how they prepared and if any of us are really ever prepared for this. Think about this storm. On the weekend, we thought it was a minor hurricane at best, yet people woke up yesterday morning to a Category 4 storm. How do you even prepare for that?
I know.
Oh, and seeing it live on ABC when you really saw roofs blow off, buildings move. I think the main thing we've got to do is evacuate when they say evacuate.
Could not agree more.
Don't make somebody else come in there and look
Yeah.
for you after the storm. That's unfair to other people, not just you.
And have we been lucky so many times that we still don't take it seriously? Because
Yeah.
I will
Probably.
confess, even we talk about it so much with what we do. I still don't. We don't have a hurricane kit that is up to date and prepared. And it's like, how many more times do we have to, go through something where we think, okay, just be prepared at all times? I think there's still a very lax attitude here on the Suncoast.
I think the lesson from this storm is that things can change unbelievably quickly, so that anytime there is a storm of any magnitude and you are in or near that cone, prepare for the worst.
Yeah.
Because it may change overnight and conditions do develop quickly.
And just because you don't live on the water doesn't mean
Right.
you're safe. I mean, that storm is going to Macon, Georgia. It's hundreds of miles to
And
the
it's still a
water from
dangerous
there.
tropical, tropical storm, that's for sure.
Some people ask me when I'm out and about or wherever in my life, people will say like, why are you guys making such a big deal of this storm? We didn't get anything. And it does get me a little frustrated because I know that our storm team works so hard, and just because it didn't get your neighborhood, our viewership is all the way up north, and there were tornado warnings yesterday.
Absolutely.
So it might be beautiful in your neighborhood, but some of the people that also watch the channel are in danger.
And it's just a matter of miles.
Yeah.
It could be here, it could be there. There's no way to know that exactly. So your life is at stake.
And there's a fine line, I think, between encouraging preparedness and then being too passive.
Yeah.
When you talk about how bad it could be and what you need to prepare for, and then it isn't, then people are like, you blow everything out of the water. But this is an indication that it does happen.
Yeah.
They weren't preparing for Category 4, and that's what they got. And I think over the next couple of days, as we see the pictures and the video, I think it's going to be pretty sobering what the power of Mother Nature is like. And as Linda says, you can't prepare for something of that magnitude. You just got to go.
Yeah.
It's a house.
Yeah.
You'll get another one.
Yeah.
Years
It's just
before
you
I
gotta
came
go.
here. I came here 23 years ago, and years before that, a hurricane was coming, and this station said, yeah, a hurricane's coming. That was the end of that. It was just a part of the weather forecast. The hurricane hit, and this community was furious because they didn't get more warnings.
Yep.
So this station is very careful not to repeat that, something that happened over 25 years ago,
Right.
but it can devastate a community.
Well, and one thing else to remember before we move on, I know our meteorologist will tell you this as well. The computer systems now are really good at track. This storm behaved very well. It did mostly what everybody thought it was going to do in terms of where it's going. The computer models have yet to get good at intensity. And that is where the surprise element got really bad yesterday, is that, the warm water, the lack of upper level wind shear, nothing tore this down. It just grew and grew and grew, and it grew fast. But it stayed on that path. But the problem is when you think you're going to get a tropical storm or a Cat 1 and you've seen 10 of them, you're like, nah, it'll be fine. Well, unfortunately, the intensity can be a surprise.
And we had seen smaller ones. And
Sure.
I think you saw the reporters there. They had gone through a lot of storms, but they had never seen anything like that.
And we were on the phone bank, and I'm not picking on anybody because I know better, but when we were taking calls from viewers last year, it was like, oh, well, I didn't get my pet's shots, so I can't go to a pet shelter, and it's the day of the storm. So there is
Right.
that, like, all those things that that checklist needs to be taken more seriously, and I'm saying that for myself as
Oh,
much.
yeah, absolutely.
I am going to get hurricane hurricane shutters.
Yes.
It's my
before
famous
next
line at
season.
home. It's on the list. Yeah, I know I need to do that. It's on the
We'll
list.
bump it up a little now.
Sometimes it needs to happen. Well, the Suncoast is certainly known for our strong love of the arts in the community and our schools, but what is keeping millennial students away from these disciplines in college? It may not be their fault. So the Atlantic writes that students are worried about massive debt and low-income jobs, if you can even get a job in a liberal arts major to begin with. So more traditional majors are being chosen, but fewer students are branching out and expanding their horizons in maybe the time that it's most important for them to explore. For example, English majors have decreased by 50% in 20 years. Do we encourage students to take more risk? I don't know. As the parent of a child, I just want to get a job and pay off college. No, get a major in something you can get a job in.
Yeah, I majored in English. I majored in English and psychology, and when I got out of school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. But if I'd chosen something before then, it would not have been what I wanted to do. So I think I was
There's
wise.
something to be said for that.
Didn't know that then, but I think it was good for me to wait and get a good background and then decide what to do.
You don't know when you're 20 necessarily who you're going to be forever.
Well, there were no female reporters when I was 20, so I didn't have that choice, but that never stopped me once I got out and saw what I wanted to do.
Well, there are still, like in the engineering and science tech industry, there are still other jobs there that they need. They need marketing, they need operations.
Yes.
So you don't have to major in engineering to work in a growing engineering field.
Good point.
So a liberal arts degree is a great thing. No one paid for mine, so nobody really gave me input as far as, no, you have to do this. And I have heard the stories of people wanting to go into liberal arts and being kind of forced into law or medical or something because their parents were footing the bill.
Well, a history major, you know, the museums still need curators and things like that.
Yeah.
But as the parent, you know, I will admit I'm overly practical. I've been accused by my kids of squashing dreams because, you know, one announces he's going to the NFL and I nod and say, really, you know, pick something different.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
and I don't mean to be like
You
that.
better have a backup
You
plan.
better have a backup plan,
But
you know.
in some cases, isn't a degree? Because you look at how many people do I know that have musical theater degrees that are in marketing operations, high-level management. So they didn't necessarily have to get a business degree.
They say liberal arts prepares you for life, and majoring in something else prepares you for a job.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
But you have to afford to be able to prepare for life while you get that job.
It's true, and as someone who is still writing a check every week or every month to my student loan.
But you're so well-rounded.
Oh yeah. That's what I'll tell myself.
Just poor.
As I add another 0 to that check.
Oh, yes. We hit on a very sensitive spot with me, so I'm just going to stop shuddering. All right. So admit it, some of us are very guilty of rash purchases, perhaps when we're imbibing. But you never know what you're going to do, but I bet you've never screwed up quite as bad as this guy. So it's actually a couple. They're on their honeymoon. They're in Sri Lanka. It's their honeymoon, right? They're having a ball. They're hanging out with the party. They're partying with the staff at their beach hotel. They're putting down some drinks. And then apparently they announced to the couple, or just kind of said in their casual chat at the bar, that the lease to the hotel was almost up. This couple was apparently so drunk, they signed the lease for $40,000 US and bought the hotel. Can you imagine that showing? I mean, I've had some surprises in email receipts, but not one quite like that.
What a rough next morning.
Well, here's the deal, though, and this part I really like. The couple kept their word. They are the proud owners of the Sri Lanka hotel, and they put in $8,000 of renovations, apparently months of financial hurdles, but they are going to make it work. They, however, decided against drinking while making business decisions.
I bet they're a lot of fun for their guests, though.
I hope so. I mean, that's a gift that keeps on giving. Normally there is a surprise after a honeymoon night, but it isn't
It
a
isn't
hotel.
always a hotel, yeah. You'd think with two of them, I'll be honest, any of the purchases that I do that are probably a little bit of the oops purchases, I'm firmly by myself having a glass of wine or several in the front of the computer and thinking those shoes had to happen.
That's
But
a
you'd think
dangerous
with there's two of you, one of you would be smart enough to say, knock this off.
Someone's got to play good cop there. But it makes me not feel bad about when Amazon rings my doorbell and I have a purchase.
And you can't remember
yes,
making it.
I know hope it's something I like.
Right, or you wake up in the morning and see the email and you're like, oh, did I buy something last night? That's not good. All right, let's check in with our mid-morning forecast. When we come back, our master gardener is coming to tell us about all these plants.
Michael continues to move into the Carolinas later this afternoon and into the evening, and then tomorrow exits off the Atlantic coast. Circulation around it still brings us some cloud cover today and a few scattered showers as well. Rainfall futurecast shows showers heavy in pockets, but mostly down to the south of us around the Miami area. We'll watch for the potential of some severe weather off the mid-Atlantic coast, but the state of Florida gets just your standard showers and maybe a few thunderstorms today. A frontal boundary back to the west approaches. It'll be the first front of our fall season that'll bring us some slightly drier air, not necessarily terribly cooler, but Saturday maybe a few degrees cooler. Winds will shift out of the northwest. That drier air will move in, and although it will be humid today with a few early showers, we'll look for clearing to take place with sunny skies and less humid air on Friday. For today, a mix of sun and clouds, 30% chance of showers early on, then clearing.
Some of the things that make the Suncoast such a great place to live are the beautiful plants and flowers and foliage. Well, there are tricks to getting plants to grow where you want, when you want, and to survive our tricky Florida climate. Well, we welcome Master Gardener Dr. Catherine Sagalo, who knows all of those tricks and is here to share. Thank you. I need you in my life.
Me too. Yes. Florida's hard.
Yes.
We all need a little bit
You're a
of master
popular
gardening.
lady, I'm
Thank
sure.
you.
So you are getting ready for the Master Gardener annual plant sale.
Right.
And to get ready, you actually brought us some plants. So let's take a look through some of what you brought. So starting over here, these are the tropical plants?
Tropical ornamentals, yes.
Okay. So explain a little bit about what you brought and how do you care for them?
Okay, well, first of all, most of the plants that we're selling have been propagated by master gardeners. And so a lot of these plants, if you would buy them, you can also propagate them at home. It's kind of a double benefit. Tropical ornamentals are exactly what is meant by the phrase. They are tropical. They're for zones like 9A, 9B, which is where we are, to the south of Florida. And they grow really well in our climate, very well. Some of them are in full sun, some are in full shade. Some of them are understory plants, so they grow under trees and our lush gardens here.
Can you throw out a couple of names just because when we go
I
to the
will.
stores, we see the names. So.
Yep, we have some caladiums there. They're kind of on the front. There's
red.
there's the red one, and then there's one on the other side that's got a white flower. Those are two new hybrids that have come out.
Okay.
We have copperleaf. There's a white copperleaf that you can see that's fairly unusual in the center, and then there's a dragonfire copperleaf, which has these very fine leaves and is multicolored, and those will grow into quite sizable shrubs.
Okay.
And they're wider. All right, I know nothing about plants, so I'm going to ask some dumb questions here, and I am going to apologize in
That's
advance.
okay.
Wider leaves, I'm noticing, right? So is that characteristic of tropical plants?
Not necessarily. There's also crotons in there. There's one with the green and yellow primarily, yes.
here.
And then there's one on the other side that has more finer leaves that are longer and darker colors. And then there's a ground cover which is called, it's a Chinese evergreen, and it's a full shade plant. It's that red plant in in the middle in the center behind the caladium. Right, that's it.
Oh, wow.
Good,
and
Joey.
it's gorgeous. And you can use that as an indoor plant as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it will take bright light, and they're very easy to care for if you don't overwater them or underwater them.
Well, we certainly have tropical going on right now, so you can see why those will do well. All right, what's another
Right.
category?
Well, we have some edibles that I brought. I brought lemongrass, rosemary, which are true edibles, and the Vicks plant is not an edible. It's a medicinal plant. So Vicks plant, Vicks Vapor Rub, you can crush it. It has that menthol smell,
Sure.
and releases it loosens your congestion.
Right.
But all three of those are also mosquito repellent plants.
All right, so I actually have lemongrass and rosemary in the
Yes.
yard, hoping to keep the mosquitoes off my body.
Yeah.
What I end up doing though is I actually use the rosemary a lot for cooking, which is nice. And I
absolutely.
can't ruin it. Which are they seem pretty hardy. Is that true?
Lemongrass and rosemary can grow pretty much all year round here. Many of our herbs, like basil, will die back in the summer because they do not like the humidity.
Yes, okay.
And thyme, they really like the drier, the season from September to say May.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, and the next variety that you brought.
We have pollinator plants.
Okay, also butterfly, right?
Many
You
of
call
them are butterfly plants, but if you look at the Tacoma stands, which is a yellow elder, this little yellow one right at the top, it has a tubular flower, which is also favorable for hummingbirds.
So these will
I
attract
love that,
butterflies,
yes.
they'll attract hummingbirds,
Bees,
they'll attract bees. That's
absolutely.
wonderful.
And several of them are larval host plants. There's a Fakahatchee grass, which is a native plant, and it is a larval host plant for the blue skipper butterfly.
Okay, these are really beautiful. I know. All right, so experts will be at this plant sale this weekend, and they're going to give tips on how to plant a sustainable, Florida-friendly yard. Quickly, what's one of the biggest general mistakes that people like myself could make when we're trying to choose?
Probably the biggest mistake, and it's the first principle of Florida-friendly landscaping, is putting it in the wrong place. So if you read the label and it says S, meaning full sun, that plant wants full sun. And a lot of times also, if you go to Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever, they'll tell you how many hours of sun they'll need. Or if it says PS, it says part shade. Okay, so you need to find out where in your home you have full sun. You know, are you southern exposure, where the north is, where you have shade trees.
Know the lay of your own land so you can choose the right
Sun
plant.
here is no joke.
Yes.
You don't want to burn up the shady ones.
Thank you, Dr. Catherine. You can learn more about plants. You can take some home, get all of your questions answered at the 13th Annual Master Gardener Plant Sale. It is this weekend, October 13th at Twin Lakes Park. For more information, you can go to their website. You're going to want to write this one down, sarasota.ifas.ufl.edu/plant sale. That's a doozy. All right, coming up next, we have a local musician here giving Hunger the Blues this weekend, and we'll get a preview.
Teachers inspire our children and promote a lifetime of learning. So ABC7 and Gettle Automotive wants to honor these chalkboard champions by giving them the chance to win $500. But we need your help. Go to mysuncoast.com/chalkboardchampions to nominate an outstanding teacher who's really making a difference. And each month, we'll deliver $500 to one teacher in Sarasota County and one in Manatee County. Go to mysuncoast.com and nominate your chalkboard champion today.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
I heard about the Dotole Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotole Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Watch Suncoast View weekdays at 9 a.m. on ABC 7.
We are giving hunger the blues. What could be better than listening to your favorite musicians entertain live and knowing that just by being there, you're helping to feed the hungry people in our community? We are so rich in talented musicians here on the Suncoast, but along with our wealth and affluence, 33% of our residents can't afford basic needs. So the musicians are stepping up to help, and we welcome Undine Shorey to perform for us. Take it away, Undine.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, goes heavy in my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Oh, just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, a lovely, lovely day, 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 lovely day. Ooh, when the day lies ahead of me, seems impossible to face. When someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Oh, just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, a lovely, lovely day, 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 lovely day. Ooh, a lovely day.
Lovely. Oh, that's beautiful, Undine. Okay, now I've read about you, and you are called the groove violinist, and here you are with a guitar. You're a lady of many talents.
Very ironic, isn't it? That was a nickname I had in my former life when I first started out as a musician. So, and it's kind of stuck a little bit.
So you can do lots of things.
I do a few things. I can sing, play violin, and guitar. So
just hard to do it at one time. We're so
yes.
glad to see you at the festival. Why do you think this has been called the favorite festival?
I think because, we bring together regional artists, national artists, and local artists all under one roof. And the tickets are reasonably priced, and this is just for an excellent cause,
It certainly is. Well, you can see this. It is going to be a great festival. There are 2 days this year, Jazz on the Bay on Friday and Giving Hunger the Blues on Saturday. At the Van Wezel outside, all proceeds go to the Mayor's Feed the Hunger campaign. And for more information, you can go to givinghungertheblues.org. Will you sing us to break, Undine?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm riding in your car. You turn on the radio. You're pulling me close. I just say no. I say I don't like it.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now. In one phone call, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. In fact, TrueStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. And rates are designed to be affordable, starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-218-4991 now.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
There are lots of people who are confused about which Medicare plan is right for them.
Hey, that's me. I barely know where to start.
Well, start here with me, Karen. I'm a licensed Humana sales agent.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Karen. I'm John Smith.
Hi, John. At Humana, we know you're unique, so you have different needs from other John Smiths.
Yeah, I've always thought so.
And together, we can find a plan that's right for you.
Great. I go to the doctor a couple of times a year, and I have some prescriptions, but I'm never fully sure of what's covered and what's not.
With Humana's all-in-one Medicare Advantage plans, you get coverage for hospital stays, doctor visits, and Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable and sometimes no monthly plan premium.
Do you have any more information?
Sure. I'll get a decision guide in the mail to you today. They're free.
Finally, someone who understands the real me.
Your health and happiness is important to us. Call or go online now to get your free decision guide. Call a licensed Humana sales agent today.
Want to escape all the anger and turmoil and tension that's in the air these days? Well, the Venice Theater is washing it all away with Suds, the rocking 60s musical soap opera. Suds, of course, is set in a laundromat. Where else? And it's bubbling over with some of our favorite songs and a crazy cast of characters. Joining us is the director and the choreographer, Stephen Flaw. Stephen, is there a plot to Suds?
Yeah, there is a plot. It's slight, but it's a plot. There's girl Cindy who's working at the laundromat. She's having a really bad day. She, her last living relative died, and she has a tax bill for $10,000. Her cat was just run over by a Corvair, and her pen pal boyfriend just broke up with her because he found someone with better penmanship. So she's having a really bad day, and two guardian angels come down to help her find a better way to get through the day and that life is still worth living. And then there's a bunch of other characters that come in that are played by one guy who crosses all kinds of lines, gender lines, playing a housewife from Minnesota and a washer repairman and a dorky guy who's like a mystery date for Cindy. So it's very fun. But
a very serious plot.
Yeah, it's very, very serious.
Meanwhile, there are 30 songs in it.
Yeah, great songs from the late 50s, early 60s that people have known about, you know, Chapel of Love and These Boots Are Made for Walking and Respect. And lots of Burt Bacharach songs, and the arrangements are really stunning. A guy by the name of Steve Gunderson did these vocal arrangements, and they're just really beautiful and great stuff, great harmonies.
Is it all fluff, or is there a message somewhere in this?
I don't know if there's a message, except sit back and enjoy and relax these songs. I think this, like you said, at this point, it's kind of nice just to sit back and
Yes.
enjoy the good
no
music.
matter how bad the day is,
Exactly.
beautiful music can make everything
Well, when you
wonderful.
talk about the plot about, having your heart broken by your boyfriend, immediately dozens of 60s songs come to mind. So I can see where the titles come in.
Exactly, all of those kind of songs. There's a wonderful song that actually a lot of people, I hadn't heard of when I first saw it, that's ends the first act, called Loser in Love. Leslie Gore did it. And her version of it is a little more up-tempo, but it's this wonderful, it's really kind of touching. At that point in the show, all the silliness kind of just settles down a little bit and you feel really bad for Cindy.
Oh.
But everything works out fine. It's a happy ending.
So when I say how many people are in the cast, that's a question that's hard to answer.
There are
isn't it?
technically 4 actors, but I'd say there are about a dozen characters all told. So, yeah.
So he has to be very, very versatile.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, we've got a song from the play.
Yes, this is towards the end where two of the characters, one of the guardian angels and their boss, Johnny Angel.
Johnny Angel,
Johnny
I know
Angel.
him.
They decide that they've fallen in love instantly, of course, as these things happen, and are going to get married. So they start off with a little intro, and then they go into a song that everyone's heard of, Chapel of Love. So.
Yes, we have heard of it.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to hear from them now. They're going to come up and sing for us, and you've got to see this play. It is at the Venice Theater through October 21st, and it's got some awesome songs that you will recognize and want to sing along with. Okay, guys, take it away.
I think it's so groovy now that people are finally getting together. I think it's wonderful and how that people are finally getting together. I think it's so groovy now that people are finally getting together. I think it's wonderful and how that people are finally getting together.
Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Gee, I really love you and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel of love. Spring is here, the sky is blue. Oh, birds all sing as if they knew. Today's a day we'll say I do, and we'll never be lonely anymore. Because we're going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Gee, I really love you and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel of love. Bells will ring, the sun will shine. Whoa, I'll be his and he'll be mine. We'll love until the end of time, and we'll never be lonely anymore. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel of love.
You guys are awesome, wonderful. We've got to see this show. Would you introduce yourselves now? We'll start with you.
Hi, I'm Natalie Taylor.
I'm Brian Kraft.
Kate Spain. Charlotte Crowley.
Now, you guys were not even born in the rocking 60s. Had you ever heard these songs before?
Yeah, we, believe it or not, Natalie and I last year were in a production of Beehive. Stephen directed it, so some of the songs were very familiar to us already. But most of the music, for me personally, I've known listening to it over the years, listening to various renditions of it. But the music altogether is just so fun, and it's familiar music. A lot of people, they come specifically to the shows to hear this incredible music.
It's an ambitious arrangement.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot going on there.
Yes. Well, there's a lot going on for you. How many people do you play?
Yeah, I play 6 different roles in the show, so it's a lot of changing and running around and doing different things. But yeah, I kind of go back and forth from a lot of different characters. It's really
that's
fun.
gotta be fun.
It's fun.
You've
It's
got to
really
have a good
upbeat
memory
and-
of who you are.
Yeah,
Well, this
definitely.
is the show that we've all got to see. You know it'll cheer you up. Suds, the rocking 60s musical soap opera, is at the Venice Theater through October 21st. For tickets and information, go to VeniceStage.com. We'll be right back.
Christmas Traditions by LuxArt Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by LuxArt Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights. This is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good morning, I'm Ray Collins. Today at noon, beach erosion on Lido Key appears to have uncovered some floor tile from the long since knocked down Lido Key Casino. That building was demolished back in 1969. And we'll show you how high the water got yesterday on Longboat Key. Some streets were flooded on the northern end of the key. Let's get today's forecast now from meteorologist John Scalzi.
So kind of a transition day for us. Tropical storm Michael continues to move toward the Carolinas out into the Atlantic eventually. As it does that, we get a little bit of a wind flow coming in out of the west that kicks up a few clouds for us and the chance of a shower or two. We'll call it partly cloudy skies as there will be holes in the clouds and we will get some sunshine through. And with the sun comes that 30% chance of rain showers. But a cold front arriving tomorrow will clear all of that out and bring us some less humid air. Not less humid today, though. Daytime highs topping out at a muggy 88.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason. Because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Doing a home remodel can be a completely overwhelming project. Believe me, I know. Well, the good news is there are many different options and products to choose from. The bad news is it is hard to understand all of the different products. Well, luckily, Kate Spencer from Tile Outlets of America is here to explain one of the newer options, luxury vinyl flooring. All right, this is cool, and this is not the old vinyl flooring that we remember from growing up.
No,
What
definitely
is
not.
it? Tell us what luxury vinyl flooring is.
So luxury vinyl flooring has really been around for, it's been around for a very long time, but they've enhanced it so much now that it actually is so easily able to use in all different environments, residential, commercial, restaurants, you're going to see it in hospitals and all different things because they've actually made the product a much more stable product that can be used in a lot of different categories.
And we can get different looks from it as well, but it's easier to maintain.
Correct. So you have wood looks, you're going to have stone looks, you're going to have Carrera looks. They're going to all come out with all different kind of looks. It's really, taking over part of our industry for tile because they actually are able to create that same kind of look and design.
Which is great for us as we're trying to come up with different options. All right, so I understand we might see the letters SPC. So what does that mean?
So SPC is a form of what type of luxury vinyl it is. It's a stone poly composite, which basically means the core of the product
is stone. You can feel the weight of it in your hand.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
very sturdy. You think of vinyl, you think it would be like flimsy, you know? So I mean, it's a sturdy, solid piece. It's 60 to 75% limestone in the core of it. So it's a very sturdy piece with a vinyl on top.
And it comes together beautifully. So this is a great option for a wood look, but in a place like you mentioned where, you know, we either have pets or a lot of foot traffic without the care of wood.
Correct. And again, you have that, you know, without the, this also allows for no indentation. You know, sometimes woods, real natural woods have indentations. Certain vinyls or laminates would have indentations. This does not because of the stone core. It's a solid piece.
But it feels like wood. I rub my fingers over it. I would swear it was wood.
It does. It actually gives you that texture and that grain that you would see in actual wood, which is really nice. So you kind of have that real feel and warmthness of it with also, but the durability. And low maintenance.
And you bring us such great design options with this, which is what I love. It's so versatile. Talk us through a couple of looks that we're seeing.
Yeah, so a lot of these wood, you know, again, wood is the most popular in this look because again, it is the most popular look out there right now.
Right.
But people want that, you know, look of, you know, whether they want those fall, dark, rustic colors, you want those modern, clean looks. You can also have that. This is done in, you know, beautiful herringbone, which also is in a light color. So it doesn't matter what color you're looking for, we have all those options available. Because again, people, you know, like varieties, and that's what we try to get. Some will have a lot of graining in them, some will be more flat and modern, some will have, you know, more structure to them. So you just have to come in with what kind of style and look you're looking
And
for.
there's so many great options. I mean, this is
Oh,
beautiful.
that's beautiful,
You can have every look that you'd like. Now, what I think is interesting is you brought us some really great designs, but this one is one that we can more do ourselves.
Well, this is the best part about it. This is a
Really?
do-it-yourself product, you know. So it is a click system product.
Okay.
Okay. So the purpose of that is for you to take, there's a groove edge on each end, and you're going to place the one next to it, okay? And you're going to actually click it down, and it actually creates your surface.
Look at this.
And we
I
can,
did
all
it.
of us can do this, right? I mean,
Wow.
this is something we can all do.
That's great.
It's a product that you actually can score with a knife and snap and cut. You don't need a lot of tools. You know, little
Wow.
snippets maybe to go around a corner or an edge. So this is really a fun do-it-yourself project. It allows you also to go over a subfloor that's existing without a tear out if it is a good level. There's some rules, but it has to be a good level subfloor. But this is a replacement product where you don't have to tear up what's on your floor. You could actually go back in and replace your existing floor with this.
And that's the biggest expense,
That's-
tearing out.
tearing out.
And
So-
it gives you such a rich look where you know, but in the past you don't think you would have that with something that was do-it-yourself. And I love that the bottom of it, what does this provide for us?
So this is the foam. So, you know, this is built in layers. So one of the layers is the foam core that's on the back of it. This actually allows for soundproofing as well. So the foam actually has a purpose for it. So, you know, we want to make sure that that's available on this product to keep that, you know,
and you feel sturdy when you step on it. You don't feel like there's going to be little divots and holes. This
you don't
is
feel like you're
really
going to put nicks in it with your heels or your dog's nails.
Oh, that
you know,
is so bad.
pet proof,
Yes.
kid proof. You know, it's waterproof. This is a waterproof product completely.
And some of the different places we might want to use this, because you always give us great ideas.
So this can be used anywhere in a home except for outdoors.
Okay.
So you can do it. You can actually put it in a kitchen. You can put it in a bathroom. You can put it in your full living areas. It's not recommended for outdoor use at this point,
Okay.
even though it is waterproof. But that is not what it's recommended for.
Sure.
So you're going to want to keep it on the inside, but you can put it anywhere. You're going to notice when you're out and about, there are a lot of hospitals, a lot of schools, a lot of areas like that are actually going to this product because and it's easy. Let's say you have a piece you have to replace, you cut it out, you replace it.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Snap it out, snap another piece back in.
That's great. And for dog lovers too, or pet lovers, you know, you want to still have a rich look and you want it to maintain that look. And this looks like it's pretty easy cleanup.
Oh, look
Really
at that
easy
guy.
cleanup. You know, you don't have to worry about the scratching of the nails. People love that natural wood, but you know, a dog can really, you know, mess up a wood floor.
They can.
You know, so you want to be able to have something that you can easily clean up and wipe up. Me, 3 dog lovers, you know, 3 big dogs in my
Yes.
house. I want to be able to wipe it and go, you know, and just not put a lot of maintenance into
More
it. So.
great options, and I love that this is one that we can do ourselves. You can work with a designer at Tile Outlets of America to create a custom look for your home. Visit them in Tampa, Fort Myers, right here in Sarasota on Cattleman Road. You can find them online at tileoutlets.com. We'll be right back.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Datoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
Introducing the ABC7 First Alert Weather Tracker. This all-new mobile weather lab is just one more way. The team you trust is keeping you ahead of the storms. The ABC7 First Alert Weather Tracker, sponsored by Mr. Sparky, America's on-time electrician.
We believe in patriotism. We believe in our nation's youth. We believe veterans earn their benefits through their service to our nation. We believe in a strong national security. We believe in our country. For 100 years, veterans have been impacting our nation through the American Legion, and we believe it makes a difference. If you believe, learn more at legion.org/webelieve.
At Humana, we believe great things are ahead of you when you start with healthy. And part of staying healthy means choosing the right Medicare plan. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits when you're sick, but keep in mind you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and co-insurance, but you may pay higher premiums than you do with other plans, and prescription drug coverage isn't included. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits. You get all this coverage for a $0 monthly plan premium in most areas, and Humana has a large network of doctors and hospitals. So call or go online today. Find out if your doctor is part of the Humana network and get your free decision guide. Discover how an all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from Humana could save you money. There is no obligation and the book is free.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, restaurant guide, and more. Go to mysuncoast.com/dining.
So it's one of the things we do love to complain about. We've all had issues with TSA, maybe throwing something away when we're boarding a flight. It feels like the rules change all the time. There's finally something that's being done about it to just kind of make it a little easier to cope. Thanks to Twitter and Facebook accounts, you can now ask TSA. So if you're looking to find out if you can carry something on like a razor or like a certain type of food, you can put it in there, ask, and get your answer. And there's some odd things. I mean, Joey, you mentioned pumpkins at Halloween time, apparently something people have asked about. They're allowed. Here's what you kind of have to think about. They're solid. A burrito bowl, you know, can you bring food in? As long as it doesn't have anything liquidy in it. Now, I had yogurt rejected last week.
Wow.
Which to me was a solid, but they shook it up and down and said, nope, you can hear it move.
Oh my goodness.
It's a liquid.
Wow. My sister-in-law has a candle business up in Syracuse, and they're some of the best candles I've ever had. So we brought some home a couple years ago. We were detained for a long time.
For the candles?
Yes, and we had to unwrap them all, and they had to like swab them because they were soy-based.
Because it's liquid that could have gotten hard,
I guess. It does feel like I don't know the rules, which makes me a little nervous. But I guess if I don't know the rules, hopefully the people that are going to do bad things don't know the rules
either. Well, they claim it's a liquid rule. That's what I did. I had a little argument about the yogurt.
Well, the candles weren't lit.
Anyway, now you can use Facebook and Twitter to ask TSA before you go. All right, we've been asking for food. Smells great in here. We're heading to preview the Morton's Chili Cook-Off in our Rice's Appliance Kitchen.
This is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good morning, I'm Jess Dowdrick. Today at noon, Michael is downgraded to a tropical storm as it heads into the Carolinas. We'll tell you what residents are doing to brace for the impact. And a rocket carrying an International Space Station crew failed after liftoff, forcing an emergency landing. We'll have the latest on what happened. Now let's check in with First Alert meteorologist John Scalzi.
Winds elevated a little bit through the morning and a few scattered showers around as well. But as we head into the afternoon, we'll start to see some clearing take place as winds begin to shift to the northwest and some drier air begins to move in. We'll have a cold front move through here, and that cold front promises us a little bit of clearing and a little bit more sunshine as we head into the next 48 hours. For today, we'll look for that mix of sun and clouds and those few morning and afternoon showers to give way to some afternoon and evening clearing. Our daytime high tops out in the upper 80s.
Your last chance for 2018 Honda Accords on sale is now during our model year-end sale. Drive new Accords for just $249 a month. Get an Accord, the North American car of the year, for less than the competition. With more standard features than Camry, Honda Sensing, multi-angle camera, turbocharged engine, and more. New Accords, just $249 a month. Your last chance for Accords, all on sale this week at your local Honda dealer.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real. You can recover. It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
The world is a beautiful place again.
Join the Voices for Recovery. For confidential information for mental and substance use disorders, call 1-800-662-HELP.
Welcome back. We're in Rice's Appliance Kitchen with firefighters Paul and Dana for the Morton's Chili Cook-Off. Oh, we're going to see some chili made here today, right?
We're going to demonstrate a little bit of what we do, but the real chili is on Sunday.
Okay, so you're saving your best for Sunday.
Yeah, we never share our best recipes.
I know, you never give us the secret.
Only our number 2 and number 3 recipes.
Well, tell us what we're going to do now.
Well, now here in the kitchen or on Sunday?
Right here.
No, right
here in the kitchen.
What are we going to do here?
I have some chili, one of our, it's actually our number 2 recipe from this last year. I didn't bring number 1 recipe with me, but I have some chili already prepared. It's ready to go for you all to taste, but we're going to kind of demonstrate how to get started. The key with chili is you don't drain anything.
Okay.
And you know everybody's health conscious these days with red meat.
Right.
You want to drain all that grease because of course we want our summer bodies, but that's what gives chili the flavor.
So you ground your meat and you leave it.
We grind. You start with the vegetables. So you start
Let's
with
throw some in there.
Garlic. I have garlic and onions in here, and peppers. And what we'll do is we'll start to brown. That is on. It's just not hot, very hot yet, but it's
it'll get there.
What we'll do is we'll start to brown our vegetables until the onions are translucent and they're soft.
Okay.
And then at that point, we add all of our meat. Now, depending on the that you're making, you might have a chicken chili, you might have red meat, you might have pork, you might have...
You can use anything.
You can use just about anything. We have one team that uses all wild game.
Oh,
so
that's neat.
I got a question for you. So, you all work very, very hard, but when it comes to the time for the chili cook-off, what's the rivalry like? Is there some jabbing or some
absolutely.
competition?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we have actually 2 teams that win. They kind of trade the crown back and forth. They're really good at what they do.
Are you on
one
of those teams?
Unfortunately, no. I can't claim that. Now, we are on a team that regularly wins the best booth.
Ah.
Okay.
But
Is that a
we-
decorating thing, not
It
a
is a
cooking
decorating
thing?
thing. Yeah, as it
Maybe we
turns
should have
out-
had him in the decorating.
Yeah, there you go.
Turns out well, I could have decorated your scene here, but you want someone else to cook it.
I'm just comfortable that you're in the kitchen. Like I said, there are days where
Right.
I'm happy
Things
to
get
have a
hot.
fireman
So
in the kitchen.
this is his second effort, Chili, because he won't share the real one. I want to know some about the spices. Do you think it's all in the spices? Because you got a lot going on over there, spice-wise.
Somewhat. I think it's actually all in the quality of the meat.
All right.
Quality of the meat. Of course, spices are important, but you can get fresh spices anywhere. Morton's, our sponsor, if you go into their store, they have amazing fresh spices, good fresh vegetables, organic vegetables. So really, it's the quality of the product that you're using
Sunday
more so than.
is a great day to go into Morton's because the chili cook-off is coming up on Sunday. How many different booths? How many different chilies?
We have 16 different teams,
Wow, that's
16
great.
different, 15 different firehouses and one law enforcement agency.
And it's for a good cause. Tell us where the money goes.
Well, the money goes to our Sarasota Firefighters Benevolent Fund. It goes to our disaster relief fund. So it's kind of ironic since we'll be sending members up to
Exactly.
the Panhandle.
Very important.
So
over the
timely,
next-
so important to support the event, and honestly, just a great way to get out and enjoy your community and support our firefighters. So we love a good chili. Great to have you here. Take some time, enjoy the Suncoast view. Go out on Sunday.
Thanks for having us.